mommy just called this an interview.
Because she's sitting lower than me, so I said, oh good, I want to be the tall one this time for the interview. I'm trying not to be old. Right?
What you
No,
mean
but I was going to say, because I'm trying to learn how to work TikTok, so I'm
You're
trying
doing
different
great.
things. Thank you very
Like,
much.
sit up.
Okay, anyway. Okay, I was going to tell you about the story about Tia and her defiance. She has Taurus in her chart.
Yep, in my moon.
Anyway, so Tia's 4 years old. She's in preschool. Her favorite teacher, and you know, I'm thinking all is well, kind of. You know, she has her moments, like I talked about in the last video, where she is feeling everybody else's pain in the whole school,
In the whole universe.
So I go to pick her up one day, and I'm talking to the teacher, and she tells me, "Oh, Miss Lily." I don't want to do her accent. I'm so sorry if I offended anybody. She tells me, "Oh, Miss Lily, Tia has been acting out today. This is not. It's so hard for me to not do it. It's so okay. I might have to stop. But I'm not gonna stop." So she says she tells me that Tia's been acting. No, she tells me that Tia's been acting out that day, and that she's been defiant. She doesn't want to listen. When she told, I realized also, y'all, I talk too fast. When she told Tia to sit down, and Tia didn't want to sit down. So finally, she's there telling me about it, and while she's telling me all that Tia did, Tia's reenacting it. She had this skirt that like snapped. It was a little denim wraparound skirt, and it snapped. And her teacher, I'm trying not to say her name, her teacher was telling me that she pulled it off. And while she's telling me how Tia undid the snaps, Tia's behind me like, fuck you.
Like
I'll
this.
do it again. Yes. And I turned around and I was like, what? And the teacher's like, she sees me like, this is not going to happen. So I snatch Tia and I take her into the children's room, the bathroom. And I tell her that's not what she's supposed to do.
And she gave me some more childhood trauma.
I very strongly told her that's not what she's not supposed to do.
Yep.
And to the point where the teacher knocked on the door. Miss Lily, is she okay? I was like, she's fine. We're coming out now. She's okay.
I was being liberated.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, that was another parental challenge for me. And you know, I can really say right now, if I had to do it over again, I probably wouldn't spank her, but I would find different ways to discipline her. Because as she got older, I switched it up a little bit. And I don't want to blame it on that's how I was raised, but really, I've learned since then, so I would probably do things differently. But you will probably hear a few more of these stories
Yeah.
before this is over.
I feel like that's where gentle parenting came in. I feel like it was really my generation when we started becoming parents, and maybe even like a couple of years older than us, when they started becoming parents, like 35 and below. That's when gentle parenting started coming in, because I think we realized like, oh wait, like beating our kids or not beating them, but spanking them. Well, some parents really do beat their kids, but like spanking your kids or disciplining them in that way didn't necessarily, because I was still being defiant. So that wasn't necessarily, But even when I worked in the daycare, I mean, I can admit I'm not a parent, and daycare I worked at was ratchet, because they was beating kids at the daycare, I swear. Not me, but they were. But like, I can see how a parent can get so frustrated that you don't know how to discipline your kid. But I also saw that when they would beat the kids at the daycare and they had the parents' permission to do so, the kids would act up even worse. So I think that's kind of where gentle parenting came in, which I know is still not that easy for parents. Like,
I think for me, the resource that helped me the most with my whole parenting experience, and I still read it from time to time, I found this book called The Parents' Tao Te Ching, and it was so insightful, because I'm like, oh, this is going to teach me how to, change her, make her act right. No, I actually taught me how to change me. It made me act right, and it was so deep. And so I kept it in my bathroom, because that was like my library and my refuge when I was a mom and a wife. And so, I would go in the bathroom, close the door, turn on the faucet, and like sit there and just read pages of it.
Wow.
And it would always give me, I would read page randomly, read until something resonated with me. And I'm like, that's it. And so it taught me a lot.
that's deep. And then also, I'm thinking about nature. I'm like, when parents discipline their kids in nature, like, how do monkeys discipline their kids? Like, how do birds discipline their kids? Like, I don't know. That'd be interesting to look at or to reflect on. Like, how I feel like monkeys just be yanking their kids out, throwing them on the back and calling it a day.
I think cats like snatch them. I just saw a video
Yeah.
where a cat like snatched up a kitten that was straight. Like,
Yeah. But then, like, also adults won't spank another adult if that other adult doesn't. Well, some adults they need therapy
or permission.
It might be a little consensual, to be honest with you, depending on the adult. But yeah, those are our thoughts on my liberation of ripping off my skirt and trying to tell her, get me out of this school.
And me trying to be a better parent. I knew from the start I was going to make mistakes. I just always prayed for them to be small mistakes.
Yeah.
And then people say all the time, oh, there's no books, there's no handbook of parent. Yeah, well, you know what? You can do some investigating and find some ways to be a better parent. So I was always on that mission. Like, I always wanted to be the best parent.
Yeah, I remember.
Or a better parent.
She was the best parent. Like, really, I mean, I'm no shade to my friends' parents out there that I've experienced, but I thank my mom every day for all of the hard work she put in. Like you said, like, yeah, like, parents are gonna fuck up. Like, they're human beings. Like, literally human beings. Being fucked up sometimes. That's okay. Or doing things. So, yeah, like, literally, I'm a human and I'm fucking shit up every day. So, yeah, as a parent, that's extra pressure. So to have to get it right, as long as I'm not, like, out here doing bad things to people, then I think you did a great, great job. So I think you were definitely the best. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Of course.
Appreciate it. I pay her to say these things.
Yes, this is so paid.
Yeah, selling her at the end of this.
I'm not even really her daughter. Just kidding, I am. Look at that. Look at that. If I had on glasses, you'd really tell.
And hair.
And locks.
Oh, wait, it's like this. This side. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah, you see that? You see it. I put the bald filter on you.
All right, y'all.
All right.
We love you.
Love you. Thanks for listening.